If you knew morning woo, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning woo. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning woo. Morning woo, morning woo. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning woo. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning woo.
Rise and shine. This is the Morning Woo. I'm your host, Sam Woo, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey on this beautiful, freezing October 9th. Oh, yeah. Lots of stuff going on today. I got off to a great start this morning. I'll get to that in a sec. As we're streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Yeah, my morning got off to a great start. Got up at 5:50 a.m. I told Mrs. Wu, I just need 5 minutes. You know that? I need 5 more minutes. I'll get up. Then 5 minutes turned into literally an hour later. And of course, it takes time to set up this fine programming called The Morning Woo. Hello, Tom, in the YouTube Live. But today, the Devils start their season in Carolina, playing the Carolina Hurricanes. The Caniacs are probably going to be tailgating outside their arena. I think they are already there. Hockey's back. Can't wait the Devils play their home opener. We had a big podcast last night with the State of the Fan address presented by pucksandpitchforks.com. Nick Villano and I talked to Robert Aiken Jr., who is a big fan of our theme song, The Morning Woo. It's kind of like an alarm clock. It's catchy. It's positive. But it's also freaking annoying because that theme song really sticks in your head. The Morning Woo. But I'm fired up today. Steve Engel's already in midseason form. Canes are trash, overrated. But I got to show you something. Give me 1 second. I'm going to grab it. All right, I'm back. Should have had a little bit closer to the set, but the jersey is finally in. I'm putting it over the camera right now. The jersey's in. Here, I'll just throw it on the floor because it's going to New York. Getting Palat's name stitched on it. We talked about Palat. Mike Rossi saying one of my coworkers who, let's say that Mike Rossi lives down in South Jersey, which is Raleigh, wore his Aho jersey to work. He left it so when I walk by, I see it and made a post-it note saying I'm secretly a Devils fan. Makes no sense whatsoever. Sebastian Aho. Remember Sebastian Aho and Jack Hughes got at it? It was like the battle of the featherweights. And I hope this rivalry continues. Because on January 17th, 2026, Devils take on the Carolina Hurricanes at The Rock. It's also going to be our 1 million download party, our 1 million party at American Whiskey that night, January 17th. I'm going to start putting the date down because it's just going to, we're probably going to need the entire upstairs bar just to hold the amount of people that are coming to our 1 million party, which includes you, the fans. But Devils start their season tonight. We get to see Luke Hughes in the lineup, paired up with Brett Pesce. Pesce coming back. That is awesome. I'm so fired up about Brett Pesce back in the lineup. I'd like to see Danilov, how he fares with Jack Hughes and Jesper Bratt. Could this be Timo Meier's year? Give me fuel, give me fire. I love Timo Meier. Really fired up to see if this team can take it to a whole new level. New assistant coach Brian Shaw behind the bench, running the defense. Could he build off of Ryan McGill's what he did with the defense last season? Dougie Hamilton's back. Shimon Nemec, could he continue that brilliance, what he had last year in the playoffs? I'm pulling for him. His importance and value to the team has risen. Brendan Dillon, a little bit of that beef. Back. Jonas Siegenthaler. Could he continue to be that shutdown defenseman like he was last season? Jacob Markstrom, Jake Allen, the tandem. It's looking good, folks. Looking good for the New Jersey Devils. Paul Cotta. What about Paul Cotta? He had a great start to last season. Bit inconsistent. He even admitted it. But can he have an impact? Gritsik. All the hype about Gritsik. We talked about that last night. Daniel Amoya saying that, we got to temper our expectations. If we can get 40 points out of him on the bottom six, that's a huge victory. I think there's a lot of things to be excited about. I think Connor Brown, newly acquired Connor Brown, signed on the offseason, coming from the Edmonton Oilers. Could the Devils really have a legitimate third line with Palat and Cody Glass and Connor Brown? But I think the third and fourth line, I think, going to be mixing it up in the next 82 games. Possibly moving Cotter up to the third line. Hey, how about Glass, Cotter, and Brown on that third line? Not bad. Not bad. Could Dawson Mercer hit the 25 to 30 goal mark this season, playing in the top six? That's a good question. What about Nico Hischier, who seems like he's more determined than ever, put on a little bit of beef over the summer? Could Jack Hughes and Nico Hischier play all 82 games? That's a good question. Suka Midik, Devils, Canes, Giants, Philly. What a day. Yanks yanked. Yeah, well, let's go over the sports from last night. I'm going to turn over here to my other computer, looking at the scores. In the NHL last night, the Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Canadiens 5-2. Nylander with a goal and 2 assists, +2. Morgan Riley, 1 goal, 1 assist. The Maple Leafs beat the Canadiens, again, 5-2. The big bad Boston Bruins going to D.C. Jeremy Swayman had a fantastic game in net. 35 saves. Gave up 1 goal in the third period to Tom Wilson. Again, big bad Boston Bruins beating the Caps 3-1. Pastrnak with 1 goal and 2 assists in that victory. The Battle of Alberta. How about the Calgary Flames beating the Edmonton Oilers in Edmonton 4-3 in a shootout? McDavid with 2 assists. Draisaitl, 1 goal and an assist. Not a surprise. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, a goal and 2 assists. But the Flames prevail. And it was a wild one in Vegas. Kings winning in a shootout 6-5 after losing the night before. $6-5 in a shootout. Jack Eichel signing an 8-year extension, one goal and 3 assists. Kings now 1-1. And also in Major League Baseball, the New York Yankees were eliminated by the Toronto Blue Jays, losing 5-2. Yes, the New York Yankees have been eliminated. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir. Out of the playoffs. And Cam Schittler, it was a very nice story how he grew up in Boston, Massachusetts born, grew up in Boston, playing against the Red Sox, shutting out his favorite hometown team. It was such a nice story. But the Yankee fans made it out to be like he's the next Cy Young after the game. They came back down to reality. Couldn't get it done against the Toronto Blue Jays. It almost reminds me of the Tommy DeVito story. Just don't overvaluate. It's just a nice story. All right? It is what it is. It's a nice story. But Yankees getting eliminated. Also in Major League Baseball, Tigers winning 9-3 over the Mariners. Series tied 2-2. Best of 5. Going back to Seattle. Or are they going back to Seattle? I don't know how they do it nowadays in Major League Baseball. Anyway. Cubs, Brewers. Cubs staying alive. Beating the Brewers 4-3. And the Phillies beat the Dodgers 8-2 in LA. Dodgers still have a 2-1 series lead. But tonight, Devils play the Carolina Hurricanes. And again, and this is probably the last time I'm going to be bitching about this, but Devils season opener coincides with the Giants Eagles Thursday night football. That's going to be at 8:15 p.m. Eastern. I might have tickets for that game, but don't you worry. We're still doing Game Day Live and Devils After Dark after the game. I'll have to figure out how that would work if I got tickets for that game. But tonight, around the NHL, the Bruins take on the Blackhawks, trying to build off of their win last night, the Boston Bruins. Rangers are playing the Buffalo Sabres in Buffalo. Red Wings take on the Canadiens. Lightning, Senators tonight, and also Flyers in Sunrise to play the Florida Panthers. Penguins, Islanders, Metropolitan Division matchup. Islanders season opener. Blues, Wild. Ooh, that's going to be a good one, I think. Don't know why, but I think that's going to be a good one. Predators take on the BJs, the Blue Jackets. The Winnipeg Jets, home opener against the Dallas Stars. Now that's going to be a great matchup. The Mammoth take on the Avalanche in Colorado. And the Flames take on Quinn Hughes' Vancouver Canucks. Lots of games on the schedule. And the Golden Knights visit San Jose Sharks in San Jose. Lots of games tonight. But the most important one, because this is the Devils podcast, is when Devils take on the Carolina Hurricanes. Tom says, I got to work. I'll see you all later. Well, Tom, you have a great rest of the day, buddy. Benjamin Maple says, a lot of King haters, but they should make the playoffs. I think they have enough to make the playoffs. And I think the Devils have enough to make the playoffs and go far. But it's going to be a great Happy Devils Thursday. Again, we have the Game Day Live tonight. Vinny Parisi, Shorts Guy, back in the mix. And Devils After Dark, Scotty and I will recap the game that was. As the triple header Thursday continues. Alex Young says, go Devils, excited for another season. Happy Devils Thursday to you, Alex. And also on this October 9th, a year ago, I went to Mets-Phillies playoff game, Game 4. Probably one of the greatest games I've ever seen in my life. When Lindor hit that grand slam in the 6th inning. And I didn't realize it because I was dressed like Grimace in the crowd. Couldn't understand why I couldn't understand what was going on. I couldn't barely see through that costume. Again, one of the greatest games I've ever seen. And then if you go 10 years prior to that in 2015, October 9th, I remember that home opener. The Devils home opener. That's where I then was my future mother-in-law asked her at that game if I could marry Mrs. Wu. And then, I got these club seats, courtesy of Hugh Weber. I got these club seats, try to butter up the future mother-in-law. Hey, can I marry the future Mrs. Wu? After I got that permission. You eat upstairs, which was then, I think, the Fire Lounge. Then we went down to our center row seats. And then, literally, she almost got hit by a puck in the head. And I'm like, yeah, time to go. Let's eat some more before she gets killed. But anyway, October 9th, that's a day that always lives in my head. And the Devils, they start I think the cup run starts tonight. I know they say that in the beginning of the playoffs, but it starts tonight. And let's see what they can figure out in the next 82 games and make the playoffs. Kyle, happy Devil's Thursday to you. Kyle, going to be a long work day waiting for a puck drop. Yeah. If you guys want, I can always do a Woo report in the middle of the day and make a quadruple header Thursday. Tell me in the chat room if that's okay, because, well, you know, it kind of breaks up your day a little bit. Ooh. Hit the wrong button again. Jeez. Anyway. Not going to do that again. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Going to drop the podcasts on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Prime, Audible, and the iHeart app. But just remember, Game Day Live for the game and Devils After Dark after the game. We'll get your rapid reactions as well. Want to thank all those tuning in. Sorry for the delay. I overslept. That seems to be a common theme. But I'm all energized, excited right now. So everybody, take all your highly caffeinated beverages. Hold your drink up high. Take the ceremonial sip. Woo! And start your day right. Thank you for all the support as the Let's Go Devils podcast has surpassed 1 million downloads, and we're going to be celebrating at American Whiskey on January 17th. All right, got to get out of here. Thank you. Got to take out the garbage. Got to start my day. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go Devils.